6 3/4. I'll take that 6 3/4 and run the toe in length.
An inch and a half, is that because it's full?
Right, if you were going to go a plain stamp, you'd probably go 2. Yeah, but here, and so then I'm going to end up with, it's 12 1/4, and the width of that bar is 3. So that gives you about 15 1/4, 15 to 15 1/4. It just depends how you make those shoes.
Your heels, you're measuring the inside of the heels or the outside of the heels? Or where you want to fit?
Oh, you're going to kind of go where it's going to fit. So,
How much did you bump in that toe?
oh, I put a few licks. It wasn't a bunch. Maybe not.
It looks good though.
Maybe not quite. About 1/4 maybe. I didn't measure it. I just bumped it and went. Probably, maybe 1/4.
You're measuring the foot, you measure from heel to heel, your width back there at the bar.
Yeah, I kind of measure where I want it to fit. But it all depends on how much you pack in the bar, how you forge this. I suggest when you're doing the class, just end up putting a little more steel in your bar. And if you're a little bit small, you can draw it out. But if you don't have much material in the bar and you're small, you have nothing to take away. If you end up a touch small, you can make it grow. But if you're big, you can't do anything with it. You're done. And then when you lay those two on top of each other, you'll get that extra material to get you this. Yeah, so when I start this shoe, I don't mark anything because you're doing so much work to it that your marks can move one way or the other so easily, and it can easily, get you a really racked or off shoe. So I'm gonna get it.
Center bar?
No. So I'm gonna make that shoe, get the bar welded and get the shape in it kind of close, and then I'm just gonna ascribe a line for the crease. And you're close to size, or it's gonna kind of get big when you crease it. Well, you can crease it and not hem it, and then just file the outside off, and you'll come to size. If you're small, then just hem it and crease it, and it'll grow and get your size. There's a lot of things you can do to that steel to get it to fit that pattern or the foot, and not be big or small. I'm going to mark this outside because it's the one that's longer. I'm going to make it the outside for the longer outside branch. Come up here and straighten this out because it's going to lay on the anvil. So that'll lay flat on the anvil. So if it's getting too straight up and down, hit on the inside. If it's running away from you, hit on the outside, pull it back.
Can you explain that, the running away?
Yeah, it starts to lean out, and you're hitting on top of here, and if you keep hitting there, the whole branch will just start straightening out, and you won't get a nice square hockey stick. So then you get back here and pull it this way, and it'll pull it back up. If it's too straight up and down, hit over here, and it'll push it back. So you can, by moving your hammer where you hit it, you can pull it where you want it. Let the horn make it round in the inside, but be careful not to pinch your section here. Don't beat it on here or there. You can pinch that section right there. You're just getting the hockey stick. That's the way I scarf it. I just take that round side and pull the middle out. So then when I overlap it, those 2 points from this side and the other side will be on top of each other, but this scarf will lay, from this one will lay over the top of here. Just grab that top corner of the shoe and pull it out. I was just up in Michigan last weekend, and Dick Becker calls that the football scarf because it's like half a football in there. So I'm going to try and turn about the same amount as I did on that other heel. Straighten this. You got to get this straight so it lays flat on the anvil so your steel doesn't run away from you. Keep it flat. As soon as it gets bent, you're not going to do anything. It just distorts and gets out of control. Clean this up. And I'll reheat that and scarf it. Normally I do that all in one heat. Turn it so this would be ready to weld in 3 heats. That's how I would make it normally. I'm just grabbing that edge, the corner of that shoe. I'm not coming back up into the web. I'm just smashing out the middle. I'm leaving it thick there and there. Yeah, it doesn't need to be that hot, but like no, not quite that hot. A good red heat, just so it melts in and sticks. I like this Iron Mountain flux real well. I prefer it really. Yeah, and I think it works real well. I mean, it welds well. Okay, I was going to show you something. If you come up to measure this specimen shoe to make another one just like it, and you put a caliper on these nails, this section stretched when I put those nail holes in, so you can't measure center to center and mark that, or they'll be further apart. So you gotta go less. I mean, if you're going center to center, almost a half nail hole, not quite. So, accounting for the stretch, when I punch that, they'll come in the same spot. Where if you mark the center and punch these and take the frog eyes out, you'll end up with this nail hole half a nail back.
Let's go a half nail forward.
Right, about maybe not quite an half, just right in there. Just go some. I mean, if you go this exact distance, it's going to stretch, and you will have your nail hole back. Yeah, say if you went in the center of the front one, you'd come right on that edge of that nail.
All right.
And that'll come about right. Okay, watch your eyes. You notice when I come out, I took the hammer and I pull those scarps together. I'm keeping that material up in the weld. If I were to push away, you'd have a tendency to want to slip the weld or separate, and as soon as it slides, it's not going to stick and it's not going to weld. I pretty much use the heel and then flat. I've seen people do it this way too. I guess it works the same. I mean, it's just